All right, let's dive right in. If you're dreaming of owning your first home here in the beautiful, sunny Tampa Bay area, you have come to the right place. We are about to break down everything you need to know to make that dream happen.
Look, buying your first home is a huge deal. It's incredibly exciting, but yeah, it can also feel a little overwhelming. But trust me, it is totally achievable. We're going to walk you through the whole thing, step by step, right here in one of Florida's absolute best regions.
So let's start with one of the biggest financial wins of living in Florida, absolutely zero state income tax. What does that actually mean for you? Well, simply put, it means every single one of your paychecks is bigger. That extra cash can seriously boost your savings and might even help you qualify for a bigger home loan than you could in other states.
And it's not just about income tax. Keep this number in mind, $750. That's pretty much the minimum you can expect to save on your property taxes every single year, all thanks to a really cool perk for Florida homeowners. We'll get into exactly what that is in just a minute.
Okay, so why Tampa Bay? I mean, besides the amazing weather, right? Well, this area has this perfect mix of things going on that really makes it an ideal spot for first-time buyers, especially right now. Let's just zoom out for a second. You've got the no state income tax, which we talked about, but on top of that, you've got home prices that are actually achievable. We're talking the 300s and 400s, not millions. The job market here is just on fire, especially in fields like tech and healthcare. So you're not just buying a house, you're investing in one of the fastest growing regions in the whole country. That's how you build wealth for the long haul.
All right, let's get practical. I know the whole process can feel like this giant, confusing puzzle, but it's really not. It's just a series of steps. Think of this as your personal roadmap from "I'd love to own a home" to actually holding the keys. Now, pay close attention here, because this is where a lot of people get it wrong. They think you find a house first. Nope. The smartest thing you can do is get pre-approved for a mortgage before you even start looking online. It's super fast, just a couple of days, and it tells you exactly what you can afford. Plus, sellers take you way more seriously when you have that pre-approval letter in hand.
And now, let's talk about the elephant in the room for most first-time buyers, the money. We're going to bust some myths and get right into how you actually finance your first place. This right here is the biggest myth in real estate, period. You do not, I repeat, do not need to put 20% down. The reality is there are fantastic loan programs that let you get in the door with as little as 3.5%, 3%, or in some cases, zero. Nothing down at all. So here are the heavy hitters. You've got conventional loans that can start at just 3% down. FHA loans are amazing for first-time buyers. They only need 3.5%, and they're a bit more flexible on credit. And then you see the two zero-down options: VA loans for our veterans, thank you for your service, and USDA loans. And don't let the name fool you, that program covers some fantastic suburban areas right around Tampa, like parts of Plant City. Okay, you might be thinking, but what if even that small down payment is tough? This is where the magic happens. It's called down payment assistance. Florida has some incredible programs, and the most popular one is called Florida Hometown Heroes. It can give you a loan for up to 5% of the purchase price, which is often enough to cover your entire down payment and maybe even some of your closing costs. Okay, so we've covered how to get into the house. Now let's talk about how Florida helps you save money every single year you live there. Remember that $750 number from earlier? This is where it comes from. It's called the Homestead Exemption, and honestly, it's one of the best perks of owning a home here. The state basically says, hey, since this is your main home, we're just going to knock a cool $50,000 off its taxable value. That directly translates to saving anywhere from $750 to $1,500 or more on your tax bill each year. Now, this is super, super important. You have to remember the deadline. You apply by March 1st of the year after you buy the house. So, if you close on your home anytime in 2024, your deadline is March 1st, 2025. Seriously, put a reminder in your phone right now. If you miss it, you lose out on an entire year of savings.
Okay, finances are lining up, you know the plan, now comes the really fun part: figuring out where you want to live. Tampa Bay is filled with so many cool communities, and each one has its own unique vibe.
here's a quick look at some of the hot spots for first-time buyers. Brandon and Riverview are fantastic all-around choices, and Plant City is great if affordability is your top priority. But I really want to zero in on Valrico for a second. Yeah, the price point's a little higher, but what you're buying into is access to some of the absolute best schools in the region. For families, the value you get there is it's off the charts.
We are in the home stretch now, so let's make sure you have a super smooth journey to the finish line by talking about a few smart moves and some common mistakes you definitely want to avoid.
Think of this as your power checklist. Number 1, we've said it before, get pre-approved first. 2, always get a home inspection. It's your protection against nasty surprises. Also, make sure you budget for things like homeowners insurance and any community fees. And this is a huge one. Please, do not go finance a new car or open a bunch of credit cards before you close. The car can wait. And here's a final pro tip that a lot of first-time buyers don't realize. Having an expert real estate agent on your side is a game changer. They guide you, they negotiate for you, and the best part, their services are almost always free to you as the buyer. The seller is the one who pays their commission, so you get all that expert help at no direct cost.
So there you have it. The whole process, broken down, that dream of owning a home right here in Tampa Bay, it is absolutely 100% within your reach. So the only real question left is, what's your first step going to be? You know, if that first step feels a little intimidating, just talking to a local expert can make all the difference in the world. A quick, free, no-pressure chat can help you build a personalized game plan to get you from just thinking about it to actually holding the keys to your very own home here in Tampa Bay.